Alright, what is up, guys? Today we are back with a brand new video, and today is a trade recap of today's trades that I took. I took one trade only, and I'm down about, let's check, actually, 293. Let's do calculator. 293 plus 205. Plus 205. Alright, I'm down about 500 bucks. So let me show you guys what I took, and I'm very glad that I managed my risk here, which is good. Let's get started. Basically, going into the day, I was bullish, and the only reason why I was bullish was because quarterly theory was we tapped. Did we tap this 4-hour gap? To be honest, I didn't even see we tapped this 4-hour gap. To be honest with you, what time did we tap this 4-hour gap? Oh, we did that after. Okay, so basically what happened here was, what we did was go into the day. This fair value gap here wasn't tagged yet. That's why. All right, basically we have accumulation. Let me get rid of my drawings really quick. So I draw my gam box really quick from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and then what I do after that is I draw out the sessions, right, for the New York. So basically at the time, this first quadrant was my X, and the reason why that was is because we tapped this new day opening gap, or this new week opening gap, and we saw rejection from it. So then this is my X, and this right here, this next session was accumulation to me. So from 7:30 to 9 o'clock was accumulation, and then from 9 o'clock we manipulated these accumulation lows in this X low. Accumulation or manipulation, take out all these lows. We had SMT, everything, SSMT, everything you could think of. Now we pushed up, we inversed this 15-minute fair value gap, and then I guess we tagged into this 4-hour bearish fair value gap after that happened, but I was still bullish. So basically after that, I'm like, okay, look, higher time frame, bullish narrative overall, dropping down to 15 again. What happened after that was we come down, we tapped this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. The 15-minute bullish fair value gap, we rejected off of it, but I'm not just gonna long this rejection block. I'm gonna drop down to the 1, and I'm like, okay, look, this was the area. We pushed up. It looks like we inversed this 1-minute fair value gap. We broke this high, right? We have a low, high, lower low. We have a low, high, lower low. Swept up this liquidity. Now we have this breaker, because I usually use the nearest ones, and then we have an inversion for value gap, change of state of delivery at this high. So everything was looking clean for longs. So then what happened after that was, okay, I'm like, okay, look, this looks good. Dropping down to the hourly, we have a rejection block here also that we tagged. This 5-minute tagged, or the price came down, tagged this 5-minute for this hourly consequent encroachment of this wick. Same thing with the 15-minute, aligned with the hourly CE. So then I'm like, okay, look, this looks good, right? Dropping down to the 5, I'm like, okay, look, we're in an hourly CE, 15-minute fair value gap. Everything was lining up perfectly here. So then I'm like, okay, look, looks like this right here. Tap this wick here, rejection, same thing here. Draw this wick out here. We tap that, right? And then I'm like, okay, look, we have another wick here. You guys might think I'm focused on too many wicks, but this is how I do it. Price was, at first, was rejecting this, but I was like, okay, look, I'm going to be patient. Just wait for consequent encroachment of this wick, right? So then, boom, we come down, tag me into this consequent encroachment of this wick. We were up for a little bit, honestly. But I wanted higher prices, obviously, this 15-minute highs and everything else. I entered, and then we kind of just consolidated here. Obviously, we could have taken some not partials, but we could have taken some stuff off, but I didn't. Basically, what happened here was we had a devil's mark 5-minute area here. This was kind of like my first strong liquidity to go break even. So then I'm like, okay, look, I'm just going to go break even. After that is tagged. So we get tagged. We're up a little bit. We're kind of just consolidating here. And then what happened after that was I saw that we had SMT here, because this is technically a wick also. But I'm not just going to long after any wick, right? You got to see if the structure validates it. We did get a change of state, and not really. At the time, I didn't look at the 1 minute, to be honest with you. So then I saw this. I didn't even drop down to the 1 minute, honestly. I saw this wick. I saw this SMT'd, and then a bullish candle right after that, making this a good area, right? for me to potentially move my stops here. So I ended up moving my stops here for a 3-point stop. And then, yeah, we got tagged, or we moved my stops here, and we kind of just ran through the downside. And thank God I adjusted my stop loss, obviously. But I went with 2 cons on my funded account. I was pretty confident about this trade, to be honest with you. Let me pull out my preference here. Basically here I had one contract here, and then I added another contract after we tagged this, right? Because I was anticipating this to hold, right? So we tapped consequent encouragement. I added another one, and then my stop was here, and then we ended up just running down towards the downside, which is completely fine. But then on my evals, I ended up having 3 contracts, 2 here at first, and then I added another one, like the same spot, and then got stopped out. So I risked about 3 points today, or 10-ish points, but then I adjusted it to 3 points. But yeah, I'm down about $500 today. Like I said, honestly, I'm not mad about this trade. It looked good at the time. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Well, yeah, other than that, yeah, use my Alpha Futures account, and I will see you guys all next time.